Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Reflect and Revive. Hope and trust and pray you're doing well this morning. I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in this and just ask the question: has anybody ever started a day or maybe a week, and you could tell right away that it was going to be a little bit of a struggle? Say you have a good church on service on Sunday, and then by Monday rolls around, and Monday morning, you could just tell you're like, man, this is going to be a week, and you kind of get through the entirety of it, and you get to the end and you're like, oh gosh, like I made it, I did it. If I'm being really honest with you, that has been me this week. In fact, I have had to have a couple different conversations with people where I've apologized for maybe the way my face reacted, or the way I looked if something was said, because there's just been so many things going on in my mind, and just with work's been chaotic, and it's just you get to a place sometimes where life's crazy, work's crazy, and there's just a lot coming at you, and I really do feel like that has been this week for me. And I just being real honest and real transparent with you guys, that there are a couple days, in fact, one day where I just shut my computer down. I was a little bit early, call it quits for the day, because I said, man, my mind just cannot take anymore today. I can't physically, I'm not not useful or not effective at all. So it's just time to shut it down. So I shut it down for the day, and it's been kind of where I've been at this week, and and being in those places, it's kind of a fun place to be, because you're just like, man, like I just I've been very intentional with my prayers this week, as far as there's specific things that just say, God, if you can just have your hand on this area, or if you could just give me the wisdom how to approach this situation, and I just feel like I have all of these all these different things going on, that just, it feels like things are incredibly overwhelming. And if I asked the question, I said, hey, how many of you ever felt like you've been overwhelmed before? Just raise your hand. Obviously I can't see you, but I guarantee you everybody's hand would be up, because we've all had times in our lives where we felt overwhelmed. And God actually reminded me in His Word this week, in 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 7, it says, cast all your cares upon Him, for He cares for you. And so all the different anxiety I have, or all the different things that are going on in my mind, all the different things that I was struggling with, and all the different things that I'm just, in my mind, I'm trying to, okay, well, if this happens, then I'll do this, or we need to do this, or this is how we should approach this situation, just casting all that on to God, so I don't have to do it, by myself, or even with Erica. We'll look at it and say, not what should we do, but God, how should we handle this? God, just give us the wisdom, give us the strength, give us the, whatever the case may be, and I've had to do that in conversations with work, and talking to different property owners who just, it's just real challenging, and it's been a really challenging week. And so just being able to cast my cares, my anxiety, or different things that are going on at the feet of Jesus. It's been a pretty good reminder that I had in my week. And I know sometimes I'll have friends of mine who will be talking to me, and they say, hey, they'll ask me a question or ask for some advice, or they'll, and then at the end of it, they'll say, hey, I'm really sorry. I know you're really busy, or, I appreciate you taking the time. And of course, it's always like, nah, man, it's all good. It's what I'm here for. You don't need to apologize for that. But yet I find myself apologizing, or even being like, man, God has so many other things, to be worried about, or be thinking about, or not worried about, but thinking about, and so many other things to take care of, that what may seem like a big deal for me this week, maybe at the end of the week isn't that big of a deal, and so it's like, man, I really just blew something out of proportion, or just felt overwhelmed by things that just didn't matter, and so it's like, God, I'm really sorry for, for making a big deal out of it, or I'm really sorry for, just putting that out there, and God's just reminding me and saying, hey, cast your cares upon me, because I care for you. And it's incredible, because it's the creator of the universe, and just the one true living God, who's got all these different things to take care of, and yet He cares enough about me to take care of something that may not seem like a big deal to other people, but it's a massive and a huge deal for me. And so I know and believe that's the kind of God that we serve, that no matter what's going on in your life, no matter what you're facing, what you're struggling, you have a God who cares for you and cares for you deeply, and says, no matter everything else going on around the world and everything else, any other issues or problems, I still care enough about you that I want you to come to me, and I want you to, put your anxiety or put your cares or put your, different things you're dealing with, lay them at my feet, and I will take care of them for you. So just, sit back and watch God work. But I hope this has been encouraging for you. I know it's definitely a scripture that I needed this week for me, personally, but, I hope it's been something that's been encouraging for you. God bless you. Love you guys. Have a good weekend.